It's a draft. Yeah.
All my friends pulled up for good vibes. We know that the good vibes could mean go to some. We ain't tryna live forever, just live it up. Baby, I know life's better when I'm with ya. We ain't tryna live for, okay. Hey, whole gang go up when it's sundown. Let this song play while I dance with you. Cause one day there won't be no one around. And I wanna love while I can on you. No one really knows when it's all said and done. But when our time winds up, I bet it all on us. All my friends pulled up for good vibes. We know that the good vibes could mean go to some.
Let's talk about what I do. So I am a battalion level senior medic. I run a battalion level aid station. So we provide medical care for about 2,000 individuals. I think I'm actually lowballing. It is a substantial amount. I have 5 companies underneath of me, and yeah, it's a task. And my job is a little bit different from other battalion level aid stations because I am at an AIT, so an advanced individual training. It's where you go after basic training. That's where you go to learn your job. I am at an AIT, so who I service are students. So there's certain things you can't say, you can't do, you can't, certain way that you have to interact with the soldiers. So that's one big major change. Another major change is the type of injuries that we see. A lot of people just aren't conditioned for the military. It's just a thing. You come to basic training in AIT to gain that conditioning. So there are a lot of injuries that come from just getting in the Army mindset, that fitness level that the Army requires. Because when you join the military, you are an athlete, and a lot of people don't realize that we are athletes. We work out hard, we work out long, we sweat, and our body, gets put through a lot in our training cycles. Another thing that's different for us in the AIT world is the fact that the soldiers are in class, so a lot of our stuff is pushed super early. We start super early. If you guys have seen any of my day in the life, you know that I'm at work at 4:30 in the morning. Yes, so it's super duper early, but it's all in the effort to get as much medical care as possible to our population before class starts. We don't want them to really miss class because they need to be there to get that knowledge of their job. So I'm going to give you guys the top 3 things that I do in my job, share with you a little bit about how it is to be a battalion level medic, senior medic, and do sick call type of thing. So let's just, if you're interested in different types of jobs for medics, 68 Whiskey, combat medic, all the things, all the highlights, then just stay tuned. So I will tell you more about the battalion level job that I have right now. And then I'll also do like maybe a series of all the different jobs that I've had, because I've had a couple different types of job. We essentially can go anywhere. It's super cool. So let's get into what my job is right now. So the first thing that I do is providing medical care to my population, my battalion, my 5 companies that fall underneath of me. So I run sick call, and it's a little bit different because there are not a lot of sick calls on our level in the AIT environment. So we created this system from nothing. The soldiers were going to a different clinic before, and they were missing a lot of school time. So the big Army was like, hey, we need to bring in some other soldiers, some other providers. We need to bring in a team to help these people right where they are, right here on their footprint. So my job was created, and we created this entire system, ordered everything, created the process, the paperwork, how it's going to go, how things are going to be captured. We created it as a team. So what we do, soldiers come in and they come to sick call. And sick call is illness, injury. You initially come see us, and then we help you navigate your care to the proper place. The biggest thing with us that's different is because in an AIT environment, the soldier cannot get ibuprofen from Walmart or, get Tylenol from Walgreens. They have to be provided everything. So we have from very, very minimal care all the way to big injuries. So we see the whole spectrum of injuries at our facility. So we have to be able to mitigate the big and the little on a day-to-day basis. I also manage the schedules of my provider, who is a PA, the athletic trainer, and the physical therapist. So I have a template for their time slots, and I slot them and I let them know what they're going to see, who they're going to see. I manage their schedules completely. So that's another huge thing, but we'll talk about that provider NCO, officer NCO relationship later in the video. The second thing I do is I lead my soldiers. So I have a team of 2 soldiers. They actually both went to an overseas assignment and then came to our facility. They didn't really do too much medical stuff before. So it's my job to how to be a well-rounded soldier, also teaching them and reintroducing the 68 Whiskey Medic tasks. When it comes to sick calls, they are in more of a clinical setting right now. We triage the soldiers at sick calls, so they're able to go through the algorithm, triage them, and help get them to the next echelon of care. But also doing things like suture and toenail removals and different procedures. They're able to learn these tasks and actually do these tasks under the guidance of our provider. So helping them maintain those skills and actually gain skills that other soldiers simply just don't have right now. So they are able to be super well-rounded and learn so much about being a 68 Whiskey Medic and about just being a soldier in general under my care. So I counsel them, I see where they want to go in life in the Army and help them get there. And I also mentor them and teach them the things that I know. So how to maintain your supplies, how to order supplies, how to counsel soldiers, everything that I know, I make it my mission to teach my soldiers. I keep them in the team. Everything is a team effort. And that came from a sergeant major when I was a specialist, at E4. She was like, hey, you are part of this team, let us know. And she actually brought me into the team sync meetings that we had weekly, took my opinion seriously, and that has really impacted the type of leader that I have become. So the third thing that I do on a daily basis is support my provider. So in every team, there's going to be an officer and an NCO, and they're going to work hand in hand. A lot of people, when they get higher, like first sergeant, sergeant major, and commanders, they call each other battle buddies. I dare not call my provider my battle buddy, but I am his right-hand man. So everything that they need, I am right there to make sure they have. Like I told you guys before, I manage his schedule. Not only that, I manage his flow. I help him when tasks come up, when issues come up, when obstacles come up, when things need to be handled, when people need to be notified. That channel runs from him to me to whoever it needs to go through, and vice versa. So if I get some information and I needed to put out or anything like that, I'll go to him and we'll make sure it gets to the right proper channel. So we work hand in hand. A lot of time officers stay on the officer side, enlisted stay on the enlisted side. So we have something that needs to be put out to people. He will tell the commanders, the other officers, and I will tell the NCOs, the first sergeant, and go that way. So we stay on our side of the line, I guess, but make sure everyone from all the way up to all the way down gets all the information. So the officer's the one who goes to the meetings, essentially. I used to go before he got here, but I'm so glad that he's here because I don't have to go anymore. But they're the ones who go to the meetings. They show the face. They're there. The NCOs are the ones on the background doing the legwork, like figuring out what it's going to take to get the things done, and with the support of their officer, making it happen. So they are a hand-in-hand team, and that just comes with being a good NCO. When you have a good NCO officer pair, they trust one another, they work together, and they get it done. Get things done. So I hope that this was a little bit helpful for you guys. Just a really simple recap of what it's like to be an NCO in a sick call environment. It could be battalion level, it could be company level, but it's just taking care of your soldiers on a smaller scale. So so in our environment, I do have appointments at the clinic, but I am not a clinic employee. You know, when they wear civilians, I'm not wearing civilians. You know, I don't check in and check out with that leadership there. I check in, we come in, we work, we leave. And it's just because they have a proper facility and we are not in a proper facility for some of the things that we have to do. But I will talk to you guys later about being in a hospital clinical environment, because I did that for a couple years as well. I think this would be fun because I have so many different types of jobs that I have done in the military. I think it'd be fun to show a little bit more about what it's like to be a medic in the different areas of the military, because you could be a medic and do so many different things, and it's just so nice to show you guys who are looking to be. I know we get a bad rap because so many people want to be medics, and it's great. I love to be a medic, but we get a bad rap because other people are like, hey, there's other jobs too, you know, 68 Whiskey, there's other stuff, and there absolutely is. There's a medical job for anything that you want to do. You just have to do the research and see what jobs are out there. Like, I find out about a different 68 series job all the time. I'd be like, really? That exists? I what in the world? But that's just how it is. So I would love for you to be a part of my internet community. I do military videos, but I also, this community is just all about going after your dreams, getting there, making it happen, sis. Like, together, we're going to make it happen. So I would love for you to like and subscribe, join the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video and or vlog. Bye.